Oh yeah!
Manchester City is currently considered the strongest team in Europe. Pep Guardiola's squad achieved a historic treble in the previous season, notably securing their first ever Champions League title. As we enter the new football season, Manchester City has shown no signs of weakening. They currently sit atop the Premier League standings, winning all 4 of their opening fixtures, showcasing their dominance. However, when looking at the squad depth, it's evident that Manchester City's bench isn't as strong as it was in the previous season, which could be a concern as they compete in the Champions League. One of Pep Guardiola's strengths is his ability to address and overcome challenges. While the team may not appear stronger than last season on paper, Guardiola has prepared well for this ambitious season. Under his guidance, City's players are versatile and capable of playing in multiple positions, allowing him to deploy versatile tactical strategies. During the summer transfer window of 2023, Manchester City parted ways with 5 players: Joao Cancelo, Aymeric Laporte, Cole Palmer, Ilkay Gundogan, and Riyad Mahrez. They were replaced by Josko Gvardiol, Mateo Kovacic, Matheus Nunes, and Jeremy Doku. Pep believes that, if they remain injury-free, City has enough talent for the new season. In reality, Manchester City is dealing with injuries and absences. Captain Kevin De Bruyne is sidelined for 4 months due to a hamstring injury, John Stones hasn't played this season, Bernardo Silva and Phil Foden are battling illnesses, and Jack Grealish recently missed a match due to a thigh injury. Gvardiol seems like a promising replacement for Laporte, integrating well into the team and showing potential for improvement. Kovacic has made a positive start at Man City and could fill Gundogan's role, although he may not match the ideal midfielder qualities of the German player. The departure of Cancelo hasn't had a significant impact on Pep's squad construction. Adding Nunes to the midfield allows Foden and Silva more freedom to play wider. Doku, on the other hand, is a replacement for Mahrez but may need at least a season to adapt fully to Pep's expectations. However, when looking at Manchester City's bench this season, it's clear they lack many game-changers and players who can provide breakthrough moments, such as Gundogan did in the previous season. Even with Gundogan on the bench, he could come on at any moment and create game-changing opportunities, something none of the new signings can guarantee. In big Champions League matches last season, Manchester City had Foden, Mahrez, and Julian Alvarez on the bench. However, this season, fans may not feel as confident with Sergio Gomez, Oscar Bob, and Doku. Clearly, the quality of the bench has decreased significantly, even though the squad size remains the same. Pep Guardiola's brilliant mind will never allow Manchester City to stand still. Each season under his leadership, the team undergoes transformations that no other team can predict. Just when opponents think they've found City's weaknesses, the team evolves with certain changes. In summary, all these new signings are eager to conquer new titles with their new team. Manchester City no longer has players who are complainers like Mahrez, Laporte, and especially Cancelo. Pep's policy of no bad guys clearly states that if a player is dropped from his starting lineup, they must work hard to get back in. However, this is not always the case. Manchester City still possesses the biggest difference maker of all, Pep Guardiola. As long as City has Pep in the coaching seat, the other teams have a long way to catch up. This is Pep's 8th season at Manchester City. By now, he's become well acquainted with the Premier League, while other teams seem to have remained relatively unchanged. Arsenal is the only team that could challenge Manchester City at this moment. As for the rest, I don't think they have what it takes. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal was the toughest opponent for Manchester City in the previous season. Arsenal consistently led but faltered in the final few rounds, allowing City to snatch the championship with a 5-point gap. Other big teams in the Premier League are currently facing issues. Perhaps the personnel changes in the summer of 2023 have given fans the impression that Manchester City isn't as strong as before. However, City's squad has improved in a different aspect that remains to be seen. Let's wait and see what tactical innovations Pep will bring to this season.